pleasure to have you with us in Impact Revolution channel. And this is about creating impact for startups. We know that you are the CTO for Aquí, Reforma, a startup that is revolutionizing the housing, right? The housing, how do you call this?
Renovation.
Renovation, that's right, the renovation industry. So please tell us a bit more about you, and for this, I would like to ask you a question that I like, which is how someone that admires you, Eric, and highly respects you will define you.
As a professional, I think that I have a good balance between technology passion and leadership. Okay, I think that I have a good balance in that 2 points and between technology and management. Okay, and this balance is providing me the leadership skill. Okay, for technology teams. Okay, and this is maybe professionally this is my balance. That always we have one balance. I think that this is my balance.
Okay, great. Personally, what would you say? Someone who highly admires and respects you. This is because the question comes because I want you to show off, a bit, because when we define ourselves, we kind of shy off, or we are a bit, modest. So it's like someone who respects you and admires you. I will say about Eric.
I define myself as a father of 2 amazing kids, of 2 amazing daughters that I have. Okay, I'm a traveler. I like to much travel around the world and know more cultures around the world. And right. I think that basically this is I like do photos and that kind of things that the travelers loves.
Okay,
and
great.
These are my 2 things.
Okay, love it. Thank you. Okay, so a father of your daughters, a traveler, and photos, yeah? And taking photos of the new places. Okay, so now this question will be a bit linked with what you like. Which, if you could wake up anywhere in the world, Eric, tomorrow, where it will be?
I don't know. Maybe in Australia.
Okay.
Maybe in Australia, and the reason is because it's one pending travel that I have.
Okay, I share that with you, because I've been in quite a few places in the world, and Australia is always una espinita clavada, if we say in Spanish.
Yeah, like that. Or maybe Japan. Japan, I have these 2 things that are pending in my travel book.
All right.
I have, but are two places that I want to go soon, I hope.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, definitely. If you go to Japan, please let me know, Eric, because I have my older brother there. My father is Japanese, and anything you want, I could be your guy there for sure. And if you have any issues, yeah. I went there. I love it. It's really good to visit. Okay. Now it's just a bit to higher a bit the mood. What experience or which moment do you remember or comes to your mind, the first one, of your happiest moment, Eric?
There are 3 moments that are in the top.
Okay.
In the same level. The first is the born of my first daughter. I say in that order, but are in the same level.
Yes.
Okay. The second is the born of my second daughter, and the third is the day that I get married with my wife.
All right. Okay. Wow. Okay. Family man, undoubtedly. All right. Yeah. Great. So born of your daughters and your marriage. Great. Love it. Thank you so much for sharing that, Eric. That's amazing. Just wanted to continue now with the interview, the impactful interview. So if you were to die tomorrow, Eric, what message would you leave to the world?
Stop the war.
Stop what?
Stop the war.
The work?
War. Stop the war.
Ah, the
War.
war. Ah, the war.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
sorry. The war. Oh, yes. Okay, cool.
If
I
I can
like it.
send one message in this moment, I think that this message must be in our mindset always.
Hmm. Thank you. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Like, yeah, these things that are happening now is not reasonable or rational at these ages and at these times, I think. All right, and now I would like to know better a bit about your business, your startup, Aquí to Reforma. How you came out, Eric?
Aquí to Reforma, it's a company, okay, that we are doing housing renovation, and we are doing we are implementing a model of franchises, okay,
Okay,
that we are offering to that franchises the capability of to be in a big brand. Okay, in this moment, our brand is the biggest brand of housing renovation in Spain. Okay, and we are expanding to another countries, and we are very soon to be in a country of Latin America that we cannot say still because the press is the note press is didn't send, but we are very soon to open in a country in Latin America.
okay,
What
great.
we are doing basically is we are offering a big brand, and we are offering a very good technology. Okay, in this moment we are covering. We have a tool that is digitalizing the full process from the acquisition
Sorry.
from the acquisition of one potential customer.
Disculpa, sorry. Apologies for that. Yes, they call in the door, and it was the staff, and I put
No worry.
a letter so they don't disturb. But this is Brazil. Okay.
This is it.
Yes. So you were sharing that you have this tool, this platform,
Yeah,
and then you were doing this. Yeah, please.
and we are connecting in this moment all
Hmm.
the process chain, okay, and we are connecting from the acquisition of the customer to the final delivery. Okay, we have a tool that we are connecting that process, and in this tool, it's very nice because in this moment nobody in the market has full visibility about what is happening with one house and renovation work. Okay, and
Okay.
with that we are capable to show and to get many partners that are interested in two things that we are offering and nobody else are offering in this moment. The first
Okay.
thing is we are offering services in all Spain. Okay, we have capability to execute housing renovations in all Spain. This is
Hmm.
the first thing, and the second thing that we are offering is the full visibility of all the process. That means that, for instance, we have some different partners. For instance, IKEA is one partner, and we
Hmm.
are integrated with more. That what we are offering them is the capability that when they send us one housing renovation or one partial housing renovation, they send us one customer. That for companies like IKEA, the customer is
Hmm.
the most important thing that they have. This is 100%
Of course. Yeah.
in their mind. And what we are offering them is the capability to know what is happening with this customer that they are sending us. Okay,
Okay.
and this is something that in this moment nobody in this field is offering to them.
Okay, but what is happening to them in terms of the renovation in the house? Yeah. What they need and how are they constructing it and how they are building it. Yes.
the status, if there is any delay, that kind of things. They have the capability to see what is happening. Then this is very nice because many big we have big agreements with some different companies, okay, including IKEA. Maybe IKEA is the biggest one, but we have some difference in real estate, for instance. We have some others as e-buyers. We have some e-buyers that are our customers too, that for our franchises, they cannot access directly to that kind of companies, because that kind of companies need need one company that can do the execution in all Spain. Okay, for the reason we are in a position, right, in a privileged position. Okay, because that. But additionally, they are really interested to work with us because we are capable to show what is happening. Okay, and I think that this is the key point, that what is happening with the customers that they are sending us. That means that they can see in all the moment, for instance, in the sale process, we have a funnel of 5 different stages, okay? And we have this funnel, they can see all this funnel. In the execution, we have a certification process, we have some standards of quality, okay? And they can see how this planification is going, and they can see what is happening with the customer. Because at the end, when a big company send you the customer, they can say, okay, I give you this company, okay, you can execute the housing renovation with them, okay, and they are externals, okay, they are external company. But at the end, when they have any problem, they call to IKEA.
I see. Okay? I see what you mean. Yeah, you give them the information of being able to track the customer that they send you, and see if you are a reliable, let's say, reference or company that they can trust. Yeah, kind of thing, right? So that's the value they get, IKEA, by trusting you,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And what we are getting is, with this kind of agreements with big ones, we are offering something very differential to the professionals in the field. Then this is like I don't know if this is fine in English, but it's like a fish that eat his own. Un pez que se muerde la cola, you know. I have not enough vocabulary, but it's something that it's like a machine that is working well.
It's a feedback loop, I will say, maybe in English. And the point, I think, or the interesting thing is transparency, right? That you all know where you are in each moment, and you can basically take action in the right moment when things can go wrong before it can get to a big problem. And that also ensures everybody's satisfaction, especially the customer.
Yeah,
great. That's great.
This is really important in a field like housing renovation, because it's a field with low reputational field. Okay, in this moment, housing renovation is a low reputational field. What happens? The transparency is very important in our field, because this is the only way that you can show that you are really different of the competitors that you have, because you are providing full transparency. But we are providing full transparency in anywhere, because we are providing full transparency between the channels, the acquisition channels. Okay, but we are providing full transparency with the customer too. Okay, that the way that there is something that is very common in housing renovation, and this problem, it's that when somebody is doing one housing renovation work in your home, okay, you say, okay, you are here. If you have no problem, you can paint this wall. Okay, that this obviously was not included, but as a customer, you try to do it for free. Okay, this is the position of the customer. Okay, but this has a cost for the housing, for the
painters.
Okay, then what we are doing in this moment is we are giving the best price, because if any change is in the process, then that change, okay, we will quotate, we will send you in full transparency, okay. Obviously, we will not add an extra of you know, for the travel, because
Yes.
when you get somebody, this travel we don't need to do, we are working there, then it will be more cheaper for you. And we are offering that, but additionally we use the technology of blockchain, okay, to make it full transparent, okay. The housing renovation send the quotation, and in the moment, with one mobile app that you can download from Google Play Store, okay, you can accept, and all these transactions are traced in blockchain,
In
okay.
real
Why?
time.
In real time,
That's
because
really cool.
yeah, because we are tracing in blockchain because we are part of that. That means that if you go to a court and you say they modified the database, the only way that we can say no, we didn't, is if we use blockchain. And for this reason, we are using blockchain for do that communication tracing.
Wow, wow, amazing. I love it. I was not sure 100% about Aquí Reforma, that was about that, but it's amazing. And how it started? Why, or who, the CEO, how did he come out with it? Do you know?
Yeah, the CEO detected an opportunity because was a very fragmented field, okay, with very small business and very local business in the field, okay. And he detect that in some different other fields before. He is Francisco Moran. He create the company, one company, said Equivalenza, that it's and he was worked for many time in real estate, okay. And he saw the growth of real estate, the transformation of real estate from 19th. He saw that it was a very small companies, very local companies in real estate, but he saw like some franchises brand came from USA, and that franchises did an aggregation of that small business, okay. And he detect the same pattern in this field. He saw many small companies, very local companies, and he detect the same pattern in this field, and he start in that way, okay. And after one working with that, he contact me, and he proposed me the opportunity to do something that you don't have every day. It's the opportunity to do a revolution in a field, a digital revolution in a field, okay. And I feel that we are doing, in that case, we are changing some rules. Imagine that in the last rebuild is the field event that it's in IFEMA in Madrid, okay. And it's the main event in construction field, okay, in Spain at the moment. In that case, I went to go to speak about the blockchain and how we was using blockchain to provide transparency in all the process. Okay, we are doing more things. Today I explained just one thing, but we are doing some more things. I explained that, and this was the first time that in this field, normally the housing renovation field is the small brother of construction field. Okay, and a small brother. The housing renovation always try to copy some different parts because the budgets for housing renovations normally are very low and the margins are very low. In housing renovation, the innovation is not possible if you don't do something like Aquí Reforma is doing, that we are aggregating many companies and aggregating the effort of that companies to have one innovation team like we have. Okay, then in that congress, okay, it was something that I think that never happened before, okay, and is that one person from the field of housing renovation explained something related with innovation to constructors. We changed a little bit the rules. Not, I don't say that we changed all the field. I don't say like that because it's not true. We are doing some changes in that way.
Okay, great, awesome. No, that's really, really interesting, and the story and the history of Aquí to Reforma sounds great. Sounds great. Thank you so much for sharing that. What was the biggest challenge, would you say, Eric, in at the start of the company or during the, or, on the whole history of the company that you overcome?
I can explain you the big challenge in technology part. Okay, the
Okay,
big challenge in technology part that we
sure.
have as a field is the number of people that is not digital. There are many people that is not digital, and they sometimes is a little bit complicated that they
You
understand which
mean
one.
digital literacy, right? Like they are not used to digital platforms and how to
Yeah,
maybe use the applications that you are building. Yeah.
yeah, they think that I don't need
Mm,
that. I
mm,
have all in my mind. Okay, I
yes.
don't need that kind of things. I always say to our housing renovation professionals that you all of you are digital.
Yes,
All
sure.
of them say, no, I'm not digital, and I say, yeah, you are digital. No,
Uh-huh.
I'm not digital, and I tell when I speak with them, I tell you are digital, and if do you think that you are not digital, you can send me a WhatsApp, and you can tell me, right?
It's
They
impossible not to be digital nowadays. It's impossible. Yeah, it's just different levels, I will say, and the ones that you are providing, it sounds really worthwhile. Great.
yeah.
Thank you for sharing that, Eric. I wanted to ask just because we have a few minutes left. What is about your lessons learned, yeah, Eric? I was good to meet you before the live, and you share a bit like your life in India and how you grow up a team there and everything. I wanted to know what is the biggest lessons learned on business that you could share with us, or life, life or business, whatever you prefer.
Mm, the first thing that I learned
Hmm.
in my career is
Yes,
that you growth in the level of your team is capable to growth.
great.
This is the first thing. When you help all the members of your team to growth, then you growth.
Hmm.
This is
Hmm.
the first thing that I
Yeah,
learned and help
sure.
me growth too much. Okay, then I've put all my focus always in make that my team growth.
Mm.
Okay, this is the first thing. This the first thing that I learned, and maybe is the major thing that I got in my career. And I have a
I
secondary
love it.
point.
I love it. So your growth is based on the potential of your team's growth. Yeah.
No,
Uh,
in the growth of your team, not in the
on the
potential.
in,
The,
in
the,
in the
the
growth of your
potential
team,
of
yes, but I mean the how you allow to that potential to grow, right? So
yeah.
yes, okay, yeah, I got it. Yeah, of the growth of your team. On a personal wise, what would you say?
I I I I had in these TED videos I had one time one thing that one director, I think, I don't remember if it was a Pepsi director, I think, but I'm not 100% sure, that
Okay.
he explained that the life is like you are doing malabars with some different bowls. Okay, that you are doing malabars with
Uh
some
huh.
different bowls.
Uh huh.
Okay, and there are some bowls that are bowls that when that balls fell down to the floor, okay,
Yes.
that balls crashes. One is
The
head, that balls crashes.
crashes. Okay.
Okay,
Uh.
the one is the health. The second is your family.
Uh.
Okay, these are two balls, and there are
Yes.
one ball that is like a gun ball. Gun goma, mm, goma, gun ball,
Rubber.
rubber ball. Okay, that when it falls down, okay, after that it falls up. This
Uh,
second one, this third one is
yes.
your job.
It's your job.
Your job. If you need to prioritize between your health, I mean body health and mental health, okay? If you need to prioritize between this, your family, and your work, it's easy. Health and family,
Uh,
always.
I love that. Wow, that's good. Do you think you can find the tech talk? Because I would love to see it. You say it
I
was
will.
a director from Pepsi. I would love to see that because that's a big metaphor, and is lovely. You know, it's a big life lesson, and it's a great metaphor. Yeah. So yeah, we can always go back to business, right? And we can always go back to business anytime. Very good. Eric, we are almost close to finish, but I wanted to ask you, what is the best investment that you have ever done in your life? It can be money, it can be time, it can be energy, whatever.
The best investment that I did in my career is the time that I was living in India. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I think
In Kerala.
I was living in Kerala for 2 years, and I think that this is the best investment that I did because I feel that I learned many things in a very short time.
Mm, okay, I share that with you. I was in Abu Dhabi for 2 years as well as a secondment, and I couldn't have learned that in other place, I would say. And why was that, you think?
I think that because because it's true. I remember when I would
I
go.
don't mean why do you think so. I
Ah,
mean, what is the reason that you learned so much in 2 years in
ah,
Kerala? Yes,
because
yes.
I learned a new culture. I in that moment I got a new role in my
Hmm.
professional side. I learned many people. I had the opportunity to speak with some people that at the end it was not very different of me, but in the middle there was a very big differences, okay,
Uh-huh.
in different point of views, okay, but at the end we are humans, and we are not, we have the same priorities, but we have different ways, okay, and
Okay.
I learned about many different ways in
Okay.
that moment, and I feel that I feel that my family learned too much, and I learned with them, because especially in case of my older child, that she was in a school in India, and she learned too much, and I learned too much with her.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and this is I feel that this is that kind of things I learned.
Sure. Sure. I think I was thinking, and relating with that is the change, such a big change of culture, right? The context, the environment that you were, it was completely out of your comfort zone, let's say, and for your family as well. And you had to have a lot of courage to go with your family to Kerala, India, country completely different to Spain. And then the different ways of doing business there, right? And the challenges that you have faced with a new team and a new way of doing business. Like, in every country is different how they work and how they perform. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful. And now, just to finish the interview, Eric, it was a pleasure to know you and to know more about your Aquí Reforma and the company that you're working for. I wanted to see what is the last message that you will leave, the impactful message for startups and entrepreneurs.
Mm, I think that the most important thing in a startup,
Hmm.
okay, is the talent. Keep the talent. This is my last. If I can tell anything to a startup, is keep the talent. Keep the talent near to you.
Definitely. Okay. Keep the talent. Yes. Near to you. Eh? I love it. Okay, thank you so much, Eric. I don't know if you have any last words that you would like to share, or we can call it off for now.
No, for my side, nothing more.
All
Just
right.
congratulations for this job that you are doing, Joshi. That it's amazing.
Nah, thank you to you, Eric. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for sharing these stories. And yes, I will finish the interview now.